Well, welcome back, guys. So, Nvidia. Well, I know everybody knows what's going on. Yeah. So, stock is down 17%, 117, wipes out 600 billion of market capitalization overnight. I think this is the largest drop, as I remember, for the last, I don't know. I think this could be the number one, the most flush down ever, but we'll have to double check the data. But option market, option flow traders did it again. They proved that they are the most sophisticated traders out there, because many people were on Friday. I think I tweeted right here, somewhere around here, when market S&P 500 was making new highs, where I said this high is being made with the least amount of stocks above their 50-day moving average and the least amount of number of stocks that are above their 200-day moving average. And then right here on Friday, Nvidia was showing weakness right from the get-go. Okay, it was selling off, but throughout that sell-off, there were a lot of people coming in short-dated Nvidia puts, lots of flows, and if you're somebody who trades options, I don't think you could have missed what was happening. I myself traded it during a day off those flows for in and out, but I don't think anybody expected of that Chinese startup headline, Deepseek, this stock to flush down this much and bring down pretty much all other industrial names that are that were running, going crazy off on the back of AI. You can see 30, 40, 30%, like energy, some names, Constellation Energy's down freaking 21%. But Nvidia, in terms of the market capitalization, is the biggest loser. SMH, if that's the basically semiconductor ETF, what is it? 11%, 10%. I think I haven't seen this much of a drop since maybe this Japan situation where we had overall market flush down and we had somewhere around like 8-9% drop, but we did recover those drops pretty quickly. But so far today, market is about to close in 30 minutes and there's not much of an appetite for people trying to bottom ticket, which makes sense. You don't want to catch a falling knife. Nvidia trading below its 200-day moving average, which was 121. So from here, if you're gonna see maybe some sort of a relief bounce towards these levels, okay, that's not a problem. For me, if it does try to go up to these levels, but I do still expect this name to drop more as long as it stays below 200-day moving average. Because anytime big large names slip below 200-day moving average, algos will switch the bias and they keep selling to the downside. And right here, right now, probably these areas of bounce right here, I think 115-ish, that is acting as a support maybe. But below, I was looking way down here actually. This January flash, not August flush down from that Japan situation, where this stock tested the previous breakout area of 90 something, and then before the split it was like 900 and something, 901, 910 or something like that. So this is the support I would be watching. Again, it is very, very large correction if stock happens to trade at those levels, meaning another 20% decline. So far from its highs, Nvidia is down around 23%. So if that's a good discount for you, I mean, again, I'm not your financial advisor. You have to talk to your financial advisor and pretty much discuss the opportunity of this name being a discount or not. I mean, 21%. This is how much, 23%. This is how much it's down. I think it can come down all the way to these levels, and this would be 40% correction, 40% decline if it trades at $91 levels. I'm not going to talk about Deepseek. You can do your research yourself. And from here, those are the two levels. And most importantly, option activity. So you have to keep an eye and you have to learn. Even if you don't trade options, you need to know how to trade, how to be able to read the flows for the stock. So option market is elevated now. Just by looking at the volume, you can see 9.5 million volume options traded, puts and calls total today. That is insane number of options that are trading. And you can see there's a lot of selling going on. There's a lot of buying going on of the puts and calls. But for the most part, 43% of today's volume, 5.5 million calls, these are pretty much delta 0 to 20, meaning these could be pretty much sells. And same thing with the puts. A lot of people could be selling puts and calls, and you can just go through the order. 9 million orders. This is a lot. Okay, I can spend the whole day trying to explain it to you, but it is something you have to master yourself if you want to become good at reading the option flows. Because look at these. I mean, these are many of these flows are spreads. These are very institutionally traded names. And anytime you see large thousands, 10,000, 20,000 orders, it's not a joke money. Those are like hundreds of millions of dollars being exchanged hands. So for me, implied volatility now is high to try to trade it, swing trade it to the downside. I would let this name pretty much chop around, maybe consolidate at these levels, maybe even try to bounce. And if it does happen to trade above its 200-day moving average, and it finds some sort of a basically range at these levels, yeah, it can try to go fill the gap. But so far, again, I have talked about this one on Friday, that it's going to make a lot of people's heads scratch their head because of that new information. And that new information has to get priced in, and it's not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to happen in one day. I'm going to give it at least a month or so for this name to find wherever it's want to go. But if it comes down to trade at these levels, I would be glad to trade it to the upside from those levels. But we have a lot of events coming up this week, lots of earnings. This stock doesn't report up until end of February. So at the same time, Federal Reserve, FOMC, 2 days left. And we have a lot of other economic data and a lot of other names reporting earnings. So far, that's my update for Nvidia. Implied volatility expensive now if you're trying to trade naked up or down, if you are just a naked buyer. But so far, by looking at this one, I mean, I didn't even try to attempt to go through the orders because I have never seen, and we still have 31 minutes. I have never seen, probably it's going to hit 10 million volume. I have never seen 10 million option volume traded in any large cap stock at all. We can just take a look at it here. The highest option, what's the second mostly active options in the market today? So it's Apple with only 954,000. Do you see the difference? The second largest traded option volume, it's Apple. Only 10% of the volume that Nvidia has. Now you understand the scale of the capital freaking out right now, where everybody who didn't have a hedge, probably hedging, or who didn't sell their covered calls, they're selling, or who wanted to buy this name maybe at a cheaper level, they could be doing cash covered puts. So this is insane. I have never seen it. So I'm going to be watching for some sort of a digestion move, chop, maybe a slight decline, but I'm not bullish right here, right now. So this is the update for Nvidia. That's what I'm watching. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, check out the links below. And I have put together flow trading little option course too. So you want to check it out, you can check it out too. But that's that's the update for this stock. That's what I'm watching. See you in the next one.